Ladies, let me start with a question that might tickle your spine a little. Have you ever wondered why society loves to label some women as too independent, too intimidating, or too much to handle, yet secretly tries to monitor, control, or study them behind closed doors? Because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud, especially not the people in shiny offices and dark boardrooms. Sigma females aren't just rare. They're unpredictable, uncontrollable, and dangerously hard to manipulate. And that, ladies, is exactly why certain powerful systems absolutely hate the idea of you figuring out who you really are. Welcome back to the channel, ladies, your headquarters for all things mysterious, magnetic, and unapologetically Sigma. If you're new here, pull up a chair, get comfortable, and go ahead and subscribe because you're about to unlock a secret that most women will never hear in their lifetime. Today, we are diving into the Sigma female secret the government doesn't want you to know. 12 points, 12 revelations, 12 power levels that could make even the most polished institutions break into a cold sweat. If you've ever felt different, misunderstood, underestimated, or weirdly powerful in a way you can't explain, yeah, this one's for you. So grab your tea, or your water, or your iced latte you pretend isn't destroying your sleep schedule. Because what I'm about to tell you might just rearrange your entire understanding of who you are. Let's get it. Number 1, the unmonitored mind. Why you think in ways they can't predict. Let's start bold. Sigma females have something the world can't measure, track, or forecast. An unmonitored mind. While most people absorb whatever the world feeds them, trends, opinions, pressure, gossip, Sigma females quietly create their own mental universe. You don't think in straight lines. You think in spirals, layers, dimensions. And governments, corporations, societal systems, they all rely on one thing. Predictable people. People who follow the pattern, who respond to pressure on cue, who fit into boxes. But you're the glitch in the algorithm. Ever wonder why you hate being micromanaged? Why you never stay in the same social bubble for long? Why your intuition feels sharper than your eyesight? Because your mind isn't controlled by external noise. It's guided by an internal compass that won't bend. And trust me, powerful systems despise anything they can't map or manipulate. Number 2, the lone wolf blueprint. Why your independence scares institutions. Let's be real for a second. Sigma females are not built for dependence. You don't crave validation. You don't chase approval. You don't need constant direction. You're the type who figures out things before anyone even realizes there's a problem. But here's the part they won't tell you. Systems thrive when people depend on them. When women rely on social approval, media narratives, groupthink, they're easy to direct. But you operate solo. You recharge alone. You make decisions without needing permission slips. You're the kind of woman who could disappear for 6 months, come back with a new career, new mindset, and new bank account like you just switched timelines. That level of autonomy? Yeah, institutions don't know what to do with that. Number 3, the emotional firewall. You can't be manipulated like others. Here's a spicy one. Most people are emotionally reactive. Push a button, they jump. Trigger them, they explode. Flatter them, they melt. But Sigma females? You're like a psychological vault with biometric security. You don't respond to emotional manipulation. You don't crumble under guilt. And you don't fall for fake compliments. Your intuition sniffs out hidden motives faster than the internet sniffs out celebrity scandals. This isn't just a personality trait. It's a threat to systems that run on emotional manipulation. Because emotional vulnerability is one of the biggest tools used to control people. But you broke the system. Number 4, the invisible influence. Your power works without noise. You ever notice how Sigma females rarely talk the most, yet command the most respect? You walk into a room, say absolutely nothing, and people still adjust themselves like they suddenly remembered their manners. Your influence is quiet, powerful, and impossible to regulate. Governments and institutions love loud leaders because loud is predictable, trackable, controllable. But the quiet ones? The ones who move subtly, impact deeply, and leave without a trace? They're the real danger. Quiet influence can't be monitored. It happens behind the eyes, not behind a microphone. And that freaks the system out. Number 5. The nonconformity factor. Rules were never designed for you. Let's talk obedience, something Sigma females don't do. You follow your values, not orders. Your integrity, not trends. Your principles, not pressure. Systems are built on conformity. The idea that good people follow the rules. But you aren't good in the traditional sense. You're principled. You're strategic. You're selective. You'll follow rules that make sense and break the ones that don't. And trust me, society doesn't want women who can think for themselves this deeply. Number 6. The social ghost mode. You can't be tracked through groups. A lot of systems depend on tracking people through communities, circles, cliques, networks, behaviors, associations. But Sigma females are socially unpredictable. You're not attached to any group. You're not loyal to any clique. You're not tied to social validation cycles. You can appear, disappear, reappear without anyone knowing what you're planning. When people can't track your circle, they can't track you. That's why your social pattern confuses people, including the ones who would love to categorize you. Number 7. The knowledge hunger. You educate yourself without being told to. Sigma females are information hunters. You don't wait for authorities to teach you. You learn on your own. Books, psychology, philosophy, finance, people's behavior patterns, red flags. You absorb data from the world around you far faster than society expects. Systems rely on people consuming information in controlled doses. You binge it like Netflix, and you do it without filters. That makes you a self-taught, self-powered intellectual machine, which is the last thing controlling systems want. Number 8. The intuition weapon. You sense motives before they're spoken. You ever meet someone and instantly feel their intention? No evidence, no proof, just pure instinct. That's not magic. That's intuition mixed with pattern recognition, emotional intelligence, and years of observing human nature from distance. Sigma females see behind a mask. They notice tone shifts, micro-expressions, inconsistencies, energy changes, behavioral gaps. You read people like subtitles. And trust me, systems hate people who can detect lies easily, because lies are how they control narratives. And you're the woman who sees through them like glass. Number 9. The self-value code. You can't be bought, bribed, or lured. This is where things get dangerous. Most people can be influenced through money, attention, status, fear, opportunity. But Sigma females, you operate on values. You don't move for clout. You don't bend for admiration. And you don't sell your soul for convenience. Systems love people who crave external rewards, because those people can be steered. But a woman who values her integrity more than incentives, she's impossible to buy. And society doesn't know what to do with a woman who can't be priced. Number 10. The inner strength paradox. You break pressure instead of breaking under it. When most people face pressure, they cry, run, collapse, react, seek help. But Sigma females? Pressure activates you. You might feel stress in private, sure, but you don't crumble publicly. Your resilience is silent. Your strength is internal. Your endurance is psychological, not performative. Systems prefer fragile people because fragile is manageable. But a woman who grows when challenged, she's a wild card they can't tame. Number 11. The strategic detachment. Why they can't manipulate your attachments. Let's be real. You care deeply, but selectively. And that makes you extremely hard to manipulate. Systems rely on attachment. Social ties, romantic pressure, peer influence, cultural expectations. But your detachment is strategic. You don't cling. You don't beg. You don't drown in emotional dependence. You choose who gets access. And when you're done, you're done. No second chances. No lingering. No emotional debts. That terrifies people in power. Number 12. The freedom threat. The real reason they don't want you empowered. Here it is. The final reveal. Freedom. Not the cute kind people post on Instagram. Not the symbolic kind politicians love talking about. Real freedom. Mental freedom. Emotional freedom. Social freedom. Personal freedom. Sigma females are not contained by Expectations, traditions, social rules, approval, authority narratives. You create your own path, your own meaning, your own power. And a woman who can't be controlled is the most powerful thing walking this planet. That's the secret. Not magic, not conspiracy, not supernatural forces. Just this. A Sigma female doesn't belong to any system, and nothing terrifies systems more. Ladies, if any part of this video made you feel seen, understood, or suddenly more powerful, good. Because you are powerful. Sigma females aren't rebels. They're not outcasts. They're not too much. They're the women who walk through life with a quiet fire the world can't extinguish. And if you're one of them, you deserve to know exactly how rare you are and why the world reacts to you the way it does. So make sure you subscribe, ladies, because this channel is your home, your playground, your power grid. And trust me, we're only getting started. Having said this, I'll see you in the next one.